Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, I came back with my collection of rocks here, and they don't really look like anything special. They just look like sort of grayish rocks, but I'm going to put them in this colander and rinse them off, and you'll see a really cool color change from them. So as you can see here, once wet, the rocks get this interesting like purplish, pinkish color, and it might not look like much right now. Once we get them under some nice LED lighting, they're going to get some really cool coloration, and I figured these would be the perfect rocks to use for the scape we're doing today. However, some didn't have the color that I was desiring from these guys, so I got rid of the ones that were more grayish or brown. The tank we're scaping today is an Aquarium 3-gallon cube with a DIY light and a budget filter. I started with a base layer of tropical aquarium soil. Next, because I didn't want to see the soil, I added some quartz sand I bought at Lowe's. I got it really cheap, about 5 pounds for $4. Alright everybody, and that's the tank. I hope you enjoyed the tank build, and I hope you guys enjoyed the scape. I tried something a little bit different today, even though I have been using river rocks pretty frequently in my new escapes. I think that this is a nice little variation. If anyone's curious, equipment on this thing, we've got a little, I think this is a Box Tech cheap hang-on back filter I got on Amazon, and then I buffered the flow with a sponge and a rubber band right there. Again, DIY lighting, just some LEDs in there, just white LEDs. And for heat, we've got a little Aqueon 7.5 watt flat heater. You can see it in the back. Really discreet, blends into the background. You hardly even notice it, but it keeps the water at a perfect temperature for our little Betta here. His name is Pugsley, if you guys didn't know, just because he's got that little squished face. So he kind of looks like a pug. And I don't really know what caused that on him. I think probably just a birth defect or something like that. But other than the fact that I don't think he can flare his gills. Like when I added him in here yesterday, he's been here for 1 day by the way. He was like flaring at his reflection, like his fins were flared out and stuff, but his gills weren't flaring out. And I think that might have something to do with his little facial deformity there. But you know, otherwise he eats and swims perfectly normally, and I think it just adds something extra to him. Really cute little guy. I really enjoy him. He's got a great personality. He's just been learning his new setup for the past day, just kind of figuring out where everything is and where the food comes from. He's eaten twice already, so he's been doing totally fine. So the tank is 3 gallons. I know there's gonna be some Betta people down there. They're like, you gotta keep them in minimum 5 gallon, and I agree. I've got all my other Bettas in 5 gallons, but I figured a 3 gallon is offering him plenty of swimming space. Where'd he go? He just disappeared. Oh, there he is. He's hiding behind the lily. He loves to hang out right there. When I can't find him, he's always back there, but he'll come out when he sees that I come up to the tank. There he is. But yeah, a 3 gallon I'd say is a very, very bare minimum, and there's still gonna be some people out there who would, who are gonna come at me and be like, you're abusing your Betta. But this is plenty fine for him. He utilizes the whole tank, and he's definitely not lacking in swimming space or anything. He is the only animal in here besides a couple snails, and he's got plenty of front to back swimming room. Hopefully you guys can see that, because the hardscape isn't super huge. There's not a ton of plants taking up the whole tank, and he's got plenty of swimming room and optimal water quality in here. So yeah, just figured I'd mention that. So yeah, that's the tank pretty much. The dwarf aquarium lily, as you can see, has really taken off, and I think that's really nice. I'm glad that it's, growing in. He seems to enjoy it. He likes exploring around it like he's doing right now. The Kleiner bar sword in the back has just been sort of doing its thing. The tank's only been set up for about a week and a half, so we can't really tell anything. The golden Nisea has got some new growth on it, which is nice, even though it doesn't have highlight or CO2. Well, the light's kind of high in this, but it doesn't have CO2 in here. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.